Hey there everyone, I am back with a new video, and today we will be addressing articles suggesting that the Steelers to trade Nick Herbig. And there's a couple landing spots, and I just want to get to it and talk about it. Well, first off, I just want to talk about obviously about Nick Herbig, but I just want to actually bring up about TJ Watt. If let's just get straight into it. If we were to trade a pass rusher, guys, if we were to trade a pass rusher, I would definitely think, considering TJ Watt's age and statistics last season, I would probably trade him. And I know, coming from me, I don't want to trade him, obviously, because TJ Watt. I love TJ Watt, been in fantasy since he got drafted. And but if you're gonna trade somebody, if there's a 24-year-old rising star pass rusher that can get around, a first-round tackles are like, and he can get double team. He'll still get around them, like you see Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons, they all get double chipped like TJ Watt, and they can deal with it. They can get around it. And TJ Watt, it stopped him last season. It really affected him last season. And I come to realize, I thought about, I know it's Terrell Austin. He's a bad defensive coordinator. I understand that. But Nick Herbig had a good season. Nick Herbig had a great season. Alex Highsmith had a good season. Even Jack Sawyer, the rookie, had a good season. Everyone had a good season. Obviously, the main guys. Or I come to conclusion thinking, could TJ Watt's lung be involved with his downgrade last season? And I know a lot of people saying, oh, there's no way. Well, what I was trying to say is it could be, because he dealt with it for a couple weeks. He's out for those 2-3 games, obviously, but maybe it was bugging him in the early part of the season. So maybe I think he could have got tired easily, and that's why he couldn't get through double chips. Maybe that was that lung was in effect before he had to be out for those games. Maybe it could be, but I'm just saying, why would you trade a young 24-year-old against a 31-year-old? Yeah, but I just want to talk about it. There's a trade speculation that we trade him to the Eagles for Tanner McGee. Are you joking? Are you kidding me? A backup quarterback for Nick Herbig. This feels like the Luka Doncic trade. What are you doing? I know the Steelers will not do this, but if we do, I might crash out, because Tanner McGee, he's always going to be backup. Nothing more than that, okay? Nick Herbig is worth A.J. Brown. We trade one of our third-round picks, Nick Herbig and A.J. Brown. I wouldn't mind that. I really won't. You're saying we got Tanner McGee, 2 guys on rookie deals. Okay. Nick Herbig is probably worth twice as the rookie deal of Tanner's and Nick's. I understand McGee is good. He's good. I watched that Eagles game. He came in for Hurts. I like him. He's pretty good, but he's just not going to be a quarterback other than a backup to Jalen Hurts. Nick Herbig can be worth. Hey, if you're going to trade him to Philadelphia, at least give us someone give us Jordan Davis on the defensive line. Yeah, give us Jahan Dotson. Give us someone. If we're going to just trade him, there's no way we just trade him for Tanner McGee. Tanner McGee is not worth Nick Herbig. He's not even close to worth what Nick Herbig is worth. No offense to you, Tanner. But obviously, yeah, Tanner McGee is probably a top 10 backup quarterback in this league, so I'm just saying, not top 10 in best quarterbacks. Come on, bro. That's one speculation of him going to Philadelphia. But my other speculation we got is a 49ers trade. Listen, I just want to say, Mac Jones, really, dude? Really? There's not much to say about Mac Jones, because he definitely had a turnaround season. He definitely played well this season for that most part. But not only that, but it's just like, I understand the 49ers will probably be one of the most teams to push for an edge rusher because, Mykel Williams, the rookie, hurt. Nick Bosa, season-ending injury, hurt. Fred Warner was out for the remainder of the season, a couple weeks into the season. George Kittle been hurt. I mean, I'm just naming. Actually, I really should just talk about Mykel and Nick because I'm just talking about all their injuries in total. But the reason why they'll trade for Nick Herbig is because they need edge help because Mykel was hurt, Nick Bosa was hurt, so they want another guy to come in there if one of them guys gets hurt again, which obviously the 49ers don't want them to get hurt, but I don't think they have nothing to risk to trade Mac Jones for Nick Herbig because Nick Herbig is well worth more than Mac Jones. But if I was the 49ers, if I was the Steelers, I would ask for Jawan Jennings and a 4th-round pick next year for Nick Herbig. I'd do that. Heck, I'd even ask for Ricky Pearsall, though. They might be trade talks for him because, obviously, he been hurt as well, obviously. He got shot, I think the early part of the season. I think he also got hurt for other things between the season, so he didn't play as well. So, yeah. If we were going to trade Nick Herbig, it would be for Ricky Pearsall and a pick. And obviously, if I come to think, would I like that pick or no? To me, thinking myself, I would be like, it's an all right pick, but I would love for Ricky Pearsall to prove himself before we trade for him, which I don't think the 49ers would trade him if he played good. So I don't think I don't see him trading him after all anyway, even if we offer him for Nick Herbig. But yeah, if we were to trade Nick Herbig to the 49ers for Mac Jones, at least give us a pick and we turn that pick into a receiver. But yeah, I just don't see us doing that. Come on. We give him a 6th-round pick, and Mac Jones is just not worth that. If we were to trade somebody, I'd trade T.J. Watt to the 49ers in exchange for someone like freaking Trent Williams on an offensive line. But, that's obviously not going to happen. But if I were actually going to make a trade proposal for Nick Herbig, I would give them Nick Herbig and a 3rd-round pick. I'd probably offer Nick Herbig and a 3rd-round pick to the 49ers in exchange for Jawan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall. Honestly, I probably won't even do that, honestly. Well, actually, no, I take that back. Nick Herbig, a 3rd-round pick for an exchange for Ricky Pearsall and a 3rd-round pick the following year. Yeah, so no, actually, I take that back. Nick Herbig, a 3rd-round pick this year, a 5th-round pick this year, in exchange for Ricky Pearsall and a 3rd-round pick next year. So if we were going to build some stuff next year. But like I said, I think the Steelers want to pursue a lot of guys this year. We had 12 picks in this draft. I don't know if we're going to keep them all. Like I said, Omar Khan in his press conference today, I'll talk about that sometime. In his press conference, he was talking about the Steelers are going to be, people are going to be surprised what the Steelers are going to do in their own eyes. So me coming to realize that where he could be talking about us making a blockbuster trade again like last year, or maybe he can say that we draft a lot of guys. Maybe he's saying that we go receiver in the 1st round. That can be a hint to us going 1st round receiver. Maybe that hints us going quarterback in 1st round. We don't know. We won't know until probably, obviously, a couple more days into the week. But, there's a lot of stuff to speculate. But, yeah, like I said, I wouldn't trade Nick Herbig at all. And I won't trade him. The only trade that I would possibly even go through for me to think about would be Nick Herbig to the Dolphins in exchange for Jalen Waddle. And I know people want to go through it, so Nick Herbig and a 3rd-round pick from Jalen Waddle. I genuinely won't hate that because we have 3 3rd-round picks. We're already getting our receiver in the 1st round. We're already getting a receiver, so we don't have to take a receiver 1st round. Okay? So, if we were to hypothetically say that we do get Jalen Waddle in a trade, what would we select? Who would we select in the 1st round? If I were the Steelers, I don't know. I actually have no clue because we can take corner, tackle, quarterback, I don't know. But But if I genuinely had to choose, I'd get a corner in the first round. I don't want to change the subject, but I'll give a quick reason why. It's because Joey Porter Jr. is becoming a good corner, top 5 corner. And if you want someone to learn off from him and this secondary to be good, I'd draft a corner in the first round. I'm not going to get into, a lot of talks about it, but that's all I'm going to say. So, at the end of the day, no, I won't trade Nick Herbig. I genuinely won't. I'll trade TJ Watt. I mean, I'm sorry. I just don't think Nick Herbig is going to get traded. I don't know, but I'm saying I wouldn't trade him. I hope he don't get traded because he's a rising star in this league. I mean, he did more than what TJ Watt did, but like I said, TJ Watt could have been dealing with that lung before the whole, people started realizing he could have been dealing with the lung injury before, people realized, and he had to sit those games out. Maybe he was actually dealing with it during games and stuff, but he just didn't tell no one until it started becoming a big thing at the end of the weeks. But, yeah, maybe that was it, but I just don't think. But at the same time, we got a bad defensive coordinator at the time, but I hope Patrick Graham can change all the guys, obviously be better if we have the same guys. I know we're going to have somebody. I mean, we also talked about with the Combine today, Omar Khan hinted at we're most likely keeping Jalen Ramsey, same for Patrick Queen, but he also avoided a question about Jonnu Smith, so that it can lead to Jonnu Smith departing from Pittsburgh, and I wouldn't mind that. But if you guys watch my videos, at the end of my videos, and watch my videos, like my videos, please subscribe for more videos. And if you guys want to see me making more like videos like these, please subscribe and like and comment what your opinions are and what you guys thinking. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.